everyone, and welcome to PZTV Day 2. My name is Danielle Richardson, and I work at Pink Zebra, developing all this fabulous fragrance that we have to offer you. I truly have a huge passion for fragrance and home decor. I've grown up my whole life around fragrance, so working at Pink Zebra has truly been a dream come true. Last week was amazing. We had so much fun presenting all your fragrances, your blend bashes with Amanda and Brittany. And today we are going to be doing more fragrance, but we're doing the liquid format of our fragrances. So I want to go over what our top selling fragrances so far from the spring line are. And what those are is your Island Breeze, Honeysuckle, Pina Colada, Mahogany Wood, and those four are actually available in all the formats available at Pink Zebra, and we're going to go over more of those formats today. Also, some top selling are your Fresh Cucumber Melon, Cherrylicious, Strawberry Cheesecake, that's the Hope fragrance, Juicy Orange Air Care, Himalayan Sea Salt, and Laundry Fresh.
They're all so good. I love them all. So I'm Blakely Graham, and I'm the Product Development Manager. I develop all the Pink Zebra accessories. I've worked here for about a year, and it's been so fun letting my creativity shine and just seeing all the products that y'all love. Last week, y'all went over simmer pots, so I'm going to tell y'all the top selling simmer pots that we had. That is the White Owl, Dog Mom, Start Each Day, Gray Speckled, and Rosy Rooster, to name a few.
So fun. I love all of those simmer pots,
So
and we
cute.
have so many more that are available. So I want to go over how to shop. If you're watching this live right now, you already are doing it right. So on the screen, you should see a Shop Now button. You're going to go ahead and click that, and it should open up another tab. That will allow you to watch me and Blakely presenting, and then have the PZTV Day 2 tab open. That's categorized by each product, so you're easily able to follow along, add to cart, and just keep watching and shopping, and it's super easy peasy.
So easy.
So last week we went over all your sprinkle fragrances that Pink Zebra has to offer, but that is only the beginning of Pink Zebra's fragrances. So soaks are the liquid format of your sprinkles. So you see right here I have my sprinkles, and then this is our soaks. So I want to go to a quick video to show you a little bit more about soaks. So as you saw, each bottle of soaks comes with two different cap options, and they actually both come when you buy your bottle of soaks. So first, what you have is when you get your bottle of soaks, you're going to see it comes with a squirt cap. And Blakely's going to go over more about how to use your squirt cap when you're using your Just Add soaks. But the second option is your spray atomizer. This is personally one of my favorites because it allows you to use soaks in so many different ways. So super easy peasy. You just unscrew that squirt cap that comes with it, put in your atomizer, screw that on, make sure you screw it on super tight, make sure it's secure, and you have this great lid, and this is, you can even hear how secure that is. I throw this in my purse, in the car, and I never worry about it going anywhere. And the mist on this is just fabulous because it's not too much. It's like the perfect amount.
It's very light too.
It
like
is.
It's really nice.
It is. So it is so important to us here at Pink Zebra to make sure that we are giving you product that is safe. So unfortunately, we're not able to put all 64 of our sprinkle fragrances in a soaks format. There's just some ingredients and raw materials that are used when creating fragrance that are just not skin safe, and they they have a coloration to them that could stain fabrics and such, and we don't want that. That's not what soaks are intended for to happen. So what we do have is 38 soak fragrances, which is amazing, the most we've ever had. And some of those top selling fragrances that I was naming at the beginning of this are actually available in soaks. So there's so many ways.
Exciting. So I have really sensitive skin, and normally fragrance products break out my skin so much, but when I tried this, I have not had one breakout on my skin, even though it's a fragrance, like not one. It's amazing.
I've heard that before. I don't have sensitive skin, so I don't have to worry about that. But you know, sorry. but it is very true that it is. And you heard Amanda last week talking about she has asthma, and there's certain fragrances and just products that do kind of bother her a little bit, but what she does for sprinkles is she'll mix two together of one maybe that bothers her, but she loves the smell of it with something else, and it kind of tones it down. It's easier for her. And the same can go for soaks. These are blendable, so you're able to just like skin safe, and you can make sure you're smelling okay and all of that stuff. So soaks is truly unlike anything in the market. So here I have all kinds of ways, and I'm sure you have these all sitting in your house too. You have air fresheners, you have linen sprays, you have perfumes. Well, I don't know about you, but I am just like tired of having all this clutter under my cabinets. Why do this to yourself? Spend all this money on all this when you can buy one bottle of soaks that literally can do the job of all of this plus more.
Yep.
So let's just throw these things away. Nobody needs this.
No.
And we're gonna show you some ways that you can use soaks in your everyday use in your house. And we're gonna start with what we have here, some trash. Okay, so easy peasy. I do this all the time in my kitchen. I always keep a bottle of soaks where we keep our trash bags, and every time we take the trash out, do a little squirt, and it's like you never knew you had trash, you know?
And you know those scented trash bags? You don't have to pay that extra money for a scented trash bag when you have a soak.
And a soak that can do more than just make your trash smell good.
Can do all the things like we're about to show you.
Yes, so soaks is also fabric safe. So what we did is we brought in some different fabric options that are your everyday things that you have in your house. So if you have any kids out there, you know what it's like to have some smelly jerseys, athletic wear, and you know, it doesn't matter how many times you wash it, you're like, this bag or whatever stinks. Spray some soaks on that,
waft it.
It's ready to go.
Good to go.
Good to
Brand
go.
new, basically.
Brand new. So the next thing we have is a car mat.
What is that's called?
A car mat. This is probably one of the number one ways that I use soaks, and I just spray this all over my carpet mats, and I literally have the freshest smelling car. I love it.
I do the same, especially when you have the pups in the car after the dog part.
And they get all wet, nothing worse.
It's gross.
Okay, this is a rug or any kind of carpet that you would have in your house. Blakely, you use this when you vacuum?
Yeah, so I'll normally vacuum first, and then I'll spray the carpet, and my house smells so good. I get compliments all the time.
And you don't get any kind of weird feeling on
leftover
this.
Wetness. It's like dry, brand new.
It's like brand new. Okay, the next thing we have is this is just a light blanket. You can do this on any kind of sheets.
Yeah, like I use Relax Lavender before I go to bed because lavender helps me sleep, it helps me relax, and it just makes me sleep so well.
And you can spray this, so you can spray this on your pillows, maybe before you have guests over at your house. You can just make the bed smell super, super good.
It's perfect.
And then last but not limited to, there's so many more options that you can use soaks, is what we have here is a curtain. We actually got this idea from Dana Lucanis. Hi, Dana. And every time she goes and travels to hotels, she always brings her Fireside Vanilla soaks and sprays her curtains down, because there is nothing worse than a hotel room smell. Like, why do that to yourself?
Yep. And now it smells so clean.
Good to go. So it's safe on all your basic home fabrics, in the car, on the carpets. Such awesome stuff. So what do we have next?
Me.
Me. Okay. So this stuff, of course, is safe for your skin. So what I like to do, you want to be my little model?
I'll demonstrate.
I spray in the air and I do a little walkthrough. Good to go.
Good to go.
I always keep this stuff in my car, in my purse. Like, just to refresh yourself.
Yeah,
you
refresh
know?
after a long day.
So of course we want to make sure if it's good for us, it means it's good for your pups.
Aww.
So all your little furry friends. So use this on your dogs or on any of the stuff that they own. Do you have the cat?
Yes, I do.
That one's actually pretty cool. We got this idea from another consultant a while back. I don't have a cat, so I wouldn't know, but when I heard about this, I was like, wow, that's super cool. So they spray this, or they can soak it in their cat litter box, and smells like there's absolutely no cat in the house.
Good.
They've never had trouble with the cat not wanting to use it anymore or anything like that, so such a great idea.
That's a really good tip.
Next, we have a dog collar, or any kind of collar.
Yeah.
So, you know when you just want to cuddle up with your pet, but you're like, you are kind of stinky, and I don't want to give you a bath right now. Spray this on their collar. Good to go.
Yep.
I won't make you feel the... Okay. And then another thing, you do this.
I do this. So I have a bulldog, and he like loves to play outside and roll in the dirt. He's disgusting.
But you love him.
But he's so cute. So I like to spray his bed, and he loves it. He doesn't have a favorite scent. He loves them all. He's not picky.
He's not picky. Brittany's dog, I think, is kind of picky with his fragrances. She sprays his sweaters and his clothes. Brittany has a dog named Parker, and he loves clothes, and he always wants soaks sprayed on his clothes. So, but you could always spray a dog bed. Nothing's worse than having to pull take
stuffing out
and then wash it and try to stuff it back in there. So super easy, just spray all over it. And of course, if you can spray it on all the stuff your dog's going to be laying on, you can give this a spray on them as well.
Yeah, it's totally safe.
This next one is probably one of my favorites because it's just like mind-blowing to me. Basic air filter. We all know you're changing these out every few months anyways in your house. When you're doing that, why not go ahead, spray or squirt some soaks on it, all over it, and then when your air is on, it comes through your vents, and your whole house will actually, it's insane.
I've never thought about doing this until y'all told me about it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make Steven, when I get home, climb up on that ladder and change them.
Excuse me, could you go spray my air filters with soaks?
Please?
So funny. But of course, if it can go through your vents, it's awesome, an awesome room spray. I always like to spray up a little bit higher, so I make sure it's like distributing through the air really, really well. But that's one main way to use soaks, is as an air spray.
Yes.
Ugh, why did we have to bring these?
I don't know.
These are some stinky man shoes. And nothing's worse than that, right? Don't do that to yourself. Spray those babies down.
Yes. Maybe a few more sprays.
A few more sprays.
So we use soaks all the time at our house. Not only do we have two huge dogs that love to play outside, but my fiance also likes to play outside. He's very active. I'm not really sure what that's like, but his shoes smell so bad. So I'll sneak into his closet and spray with some soaps, and he's like, "Did you change out the wall hug?" And I'm like, "Yes, I did."
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
We're just not all dying anymore.
And I also use soaks for myself. So in the morning, I'll go to Orange Theory, and I'll maybe do a go-kart in my bag, so that way it just smells good.
Oh, in your gym bag?
Yeah, in my gym bag, just to keep my workout clothes smelling good, and my shoes, and all the above.
You do wash, too. It's just, you know, a nice little backup. Okay, so I want to go into our Air Care Plus line. This is our odor neutralizing fragrance, and this fragrance has a technology in it that when it's sprayed, it has molecules that capture those unwanted odors and odor neutralizes your room. So what we have is 3 air care fragrances, and these are available in sprinkles and in soaks, which is amazing because it really allows you so many different ways to use your air care products. So first thing I have right here is our Juicy Orange Air Care. This is the newest addition to our air care line. It has notes of juicy orange combined with sun-warmed neroli and lemon leaves. I just love how bright this picture is. It shows truly how juicy this fragrance is.
It really does. It's such a great addition to the air care line. I can imagine using this in my kitchen because it's so bright and it gives it this fresh citrus smell.
It does, and you know what? We have 2 other fragrances in our air care line. What we have here is our original Air Care Plus, and then our lavender air care plus. This original is just very fresh. As you can see, it's just laying in some clouds. And then our lavender air care is a very clean, not too heavy lavender scent, and I just love it.
They smell so good. So I have a funny story, and I'm exposing myself here. But one day I went to work, and I had just worked out at Orange Theory that morning. And I sometimes stay in my workout clothes for a little bit to cool off. And I was walking, and I changed into my work clothes, and I saw Tom in the hallway. And he was like, "Blakely, did you change clothes?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was in my workout clothes, now I'm in my work clothes."
You gotta be professional.
I'm professional. And he was like, "You don't shower?" And I was like, "No, that's what soaks are for."
He totally said Danielle does that too, didn't he?
He totally called you out, 100%.
Sure. But there's no way that nobody out there doesn't do the same thing. I know
We're not alone.
There's no way. Okay, so I want to go next into our 6 essence categories. And what essence categories are is how we categorize each of our fragrances. This makes it really easy to shop. So you can just go straight to what kind of fragrances you like, and there'll be so many other fragrances like it. So our first one is we have Chef's Table, Wellness, Farm to Market, Sky and Water, Botanical Garden, and Romantic and Exotic. So I want to go over each of those and kind of tie a fragrance to them. So first we have our Chef's Table. This is your savory and sweet. So the fragrance that I have here is our new shortbread cookie. This is a crumbly sugar infused perfection.
I love that you can blend our soaps together to create your own fragrance. This shortbread cookie would be perfect with blending with honestly anything and to add a little bit of sweetness to it.
And it really is perfect. It's not too sugar cookie sweet. It's a really great sweet fragrance. And I just love, like, if you go back to that fragrance picture, how much it truly brings that fragrance to life. Like, and I just love that about fragrance in general. It just either entices a memory or you feel like you can almost taste it. That's what I'm feeling. I'm about to eat one of those cookies later.
Yeah, me too. I'll join you.
So next fragrance category we have is wellness. This is fragrance provoking your sense of well-being and balance and relaxation, and we could all use a little bit of this. So what I have here showcased is our green tea and lemongrass. This is healthy green tea steeped with a tangy lemongrass, and this fragrance is an absolute staple at our home during the warmer months. You know how bad mosquitoes get during the warmer months, especially here in Texas. I know other people probably have that. But I want to read to you Mandy Peterson, her testimonial. I kind of love this, but she says, "Monica and I crushed our walking goal this weekend. However, we live right by a lake, which means mosquito city. I literally never leave for a walk without green tea and lemongrass soaks. And I may or may not have sprayed some on the stroller."
That's a good mama, protecting her baby from those mosquitoes.
So those citrus notes are kind of similar to how a citronella is a natural bug repellent. And, you know, we have tons of consultants who say that this really does keep all the bugs off of them, all those mosquitoes.
Yes. And I just love that story. It's so relatable, especially being here in Texas.
Yes.
The mosquitoes are so bad, and it really does work.
So next we have our farm to market essence category. And what I have showcased here is our black cherry. And this is tart black cherries just waiting to be picked. And this is a top selling fragrance. It's been around forever. My best friend Taylor lives for this fragrance and uses it everywhere. Sprinkles and soaks, and I know there's people out there that do the same thing. They're obsessed with this black cherry, but if you loved that fragrance, you're gonna love our new Cherrylicious fragrance. It's very similar because obviously it has the cherry notes. It's just a lot, kind of a lighter, crisper citrus cherry, but both are absolutely fabulous. So next essence category we have is our Sky and Water. Sky and Water with ozonic and earthy clean fragrance. So what I have here is our Mediterranean coast, sea salt air swirling with aromas of sandalwood and vetiver.
So this is a returning Paisley Pick fragrance from last March. Paisley Picks are exclusive fragrances that are only available for a month, and very rarely do they come back, and this is one of my favorites.
And there's actually 2 of them that came back. The sugared grapefruit was from last year too. And it's such an amazing fragrance. Okay, On to the next one is our botanical gardens. This is fresh florals and aromatic wood and greenery. Just love this fragrance picture, how it's just pulling all those elements of just such girly stuff, and it really just describes this fragrance. Hers is sweet notes of orange flower and musk, a floral romance. And this fragrance was actually inspired by a fine fragrance. And this is one of those that I always use as a body spray. I keep it in my car. I pull a U out to the gym. I'm like, oh, I gotta go somewhere. I gotta spray this. Hers on me. Tom's shaking his head over there like, yes, you do. Okay, last but not least, our sixth essence category is our romantic and exotic. This is sultry, woody, and spice fragrances. And this is probably one of my favorite essence categories. And what we have featured is our mahogany wood. And it's sophisticated blends of aromatic teak wood and smooth mahogany wrapped in earthy patchouli. And this fragrance, guys, is amazing.
Yes, it really is. Unisex fragrance are so highly requested, and this is absolutely amazing. It is so deep and sultry.
And each of our soaks fragrances are also available in a sprinkles, and some of them are even available in our super clean antibacterial line, which we'll get to a little bit later. But I do want to mention that your soaks, so this is your soaks, are available in a 3.75 fluid ounce bottle, and then that's the liquid format. And then what we have over here is our sprinkles, and you can see two different ways we have it. So Paisley is actually, can we see her? Is actually holding our 3.75 ounce jar of sprinkles, and this actually is 96 hours of use that you would put in your simmering light or simmer pot. And then over here, the big guy, this is our 16 ounce carton, and he has 384 hours of use.
Wow.
I did the math on that and kind of blew my mind.
That's crazy.
But just listen to this. It is 4 jars of sprinkles for the price of 3. So you're getting one jar for free. Why would you not do that? You know, you have a favorite fragrance, just go ahead and get it in this 16 ounce carton, and you are good to go for 384 hours.
Oh, that math is astonishing. Like we showed earlier, I love using soaks in my car. I spray it on the carpet, and it just immediately smells new again.
It does, and you know what? We have our new car leather soaks. This is a new car leather brushed with suede, so that would be perfect for your new car. You're trying to get that new car smell, you know?
I feel like I just drove out of the dealership. Soaks are so versatile on their own, but we couldn't just stop there. Our Just Add Soaks product line allows you to decorate and fragrance your home on the go. So our Just Add Soaks spring line is here, so let's get started. No, we're gonna start off with our Mommy and Me Paisley plush.
She is so cute.
She's so cute, and she's back and she's hugging her adorable mini me. Danny mentioned that there are 2 attachments that come with your soaks bottle, and there are intended uses for each depending on which Just Add Soaks product you are using. For this Paisley, you can either use the cap soak or the spray. I like to spray, but I know Danny likes to soak. So your preference. Which is really cool about this is that the mini can be separated from Paisley.
And look at her cute little skirt.
She's so cute. And then another great feature is on the back, there's a card holder for your business card. So if you're at a farmer's market and you have a booth set up, you could display Paisley out, put your business cards in the back, maybe spray them with your favorite fragrance.
Well, there's no better way to advertise than that, because someone's going to put this in their purse and go in their purse what happened? It smells so good, and then they're going to realize, I got to call this girl from Pink Zebra.
They're going to remember you forever. And then what's also really cool is that you can just stick her back in and she's ready to go.
I love the 2-piece set. I actually had a consultant tell me that at her vendor booth one time, she was at her local market and she had that Paisley display, just kind of like how you had said. And this little girl came up, fell in love with it. I mean, you could only imagine. It's all pink, it's a little stuffed animal, everything smells so good. What are these little sprinkle things, right? But this little girl's grandma was not in the mood. So she was not going to buy anything. So this consultant secretly gave the little girl the baby from there and let her just run off, and knew she just made her day. Well, the grandma came back later that day and was like, I'm really sorry, but she stole this from you. And she goes, no, I actually gave it to her. And
so sweet.
They ended up in a whole conversation. It was the cutest story. And then they ended up blending sprinkles, and Grandma bought stuff, even though she wasn't going to, and now she's one of those consultants' best customers. So little things like that, you know?
Yeah, I love that story. So another adorable way to display Paisley, maybe at your booth, is to put a jar in Paisley's hand. So if you can see on this display right here, she's holding a little jar. I think there's a soaks in the way, but
no, you can.
Oh yeah, you can see. There you go.
And you can also switch it out and put the little soaks in there
yeah,
too.
Either way. So it's very cool.
And baby Paisley can just be hanging out,
just looking cute.
Looking cute. And what you have paired here with this is our strawberry cheesecake soaks. This is irresistible notes of cheesecake layered with creamy vanilla pastry and hints of sugar dusted strawberries. And this strawberry cheesecake is our hope fragrance for spring 2021. And when this fragrance is purchased in either the 3.75 ounce jar of sprinkles or your big guy 16 ounce carton or your soaps, 10% is donated to support the Heroes program. And that's Pink Zebra's charity encouraging and supporting single mothers. So founder Kelly Gaines created the Heroes program because she firsthand knew the hardship of raising 2 daughters as a single mom. So I want to welcome Kelly Gaines, and more importantly, my mom, to the screen to share her passion for why she created the Pink Zebra Heroes program.
In 2010, Pink Zebra was in creation and defining the products and business plan. Along with it was the Heroes Charity Program. It's rare in the industry for a company to open with a charity program, for most businesses have to wait until they're profitable before they can give back to the community. But not for us. It's a big part of our business model. It's in our tagline, Pink Zebra, change fragrance, change lives. Help, encourage, reward, and obtain education for single moms. That's what Heroes stands for. So this program is important and personal to me, for I lived in need as a single mother. I mean, having peace of mind that my girls were growing in a safe and positive environment while I was trying to begin my career so I could provide for us, that was the ultimate goal. So Heroes program pays for the days of daycare for single moms, helping to relieve and share in the cost of expensive daycare. In 9 years, Pink Zebra Heroes has given back over $303,000 in forms of days of childcare, Autism Speaks, CASA fundraising events, scholarships, and relief donations during national disasters. Thank you to all the efforts of Pink Zebra consultants. This program has supported single mothers by helping them keep good jobs with potential for promotion, furthering their education because they have extra financial help with childcare, providing care during the schoolless summer months where lots of mothers can't work at all, or worse, kids are being left alone. See their kids experience new ideas and change their paths forever. Please come along with me to support dreams and futures by spreading the word of Pink Zebra's Heroes program. Encourage single moms to apply and offer the Hope product to everyone you meet. We all need to build our futures by inspiring mommies and opening doors for children to see the possibilities in life. Thank you.
My mom was a single mom too, raising 2 kids, and I know that something like the Heroes program would have been great support for her. So spread the word and encourage single moms to apply to our Heroes program and change a life. And it's only a click away on the Pink Zebra website. So now, let's move in to our Hang It and Go cards. So these are great soakable products that can let you enjoy your favorite fragrance on the go. So I first want to start off by talking about our Glamingo Hang It. I'm obsessed with this Hang It. Not only is it sparkly, but it also has some furry detail. This is great for anyone who loves glam, and it's so fun to say, Glamingo.
I know, she won't stop.
So this next item may look familiar. It's our paw print Hang It for all of our pet lovers out there. They love this project. Y'all love this product so much, we had to bring it back for another catalog. This is a perfect everyday item. I have one at my house to put in my Bulldog Prince's room.
Oh my gosh, of course. You could put it on the door handle, and then you're like, this is the dog room.
Prince's room. Don't enter.
Don't enter.
So this next item just makes me so happy to look at. It's our Rainbow Hang It. And I just love all the bright colors, and this is just a perfect reminder for the happy spring and summer days.
So I have the perfect soak fragrance. It's only appropriate.
Yes.
Our rainbow sherbet soaks to go with our rainbow hang it. Just bring this little guy to life.
Should we do it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to let you do this.
All right.
So you're using your squirt cap for this. It's the best way to soak your hang it's.
So I like to just kind of start at the top and just squirt all the way down, all over. And then I just give it a second or two, let it absorb, and then it's ready to go.
Yeah, so this is made of plush and it has this felt. So like Blakely said, when you let it sit for a second, let it soak in, you're just gonna get the best fragrance opportunity because it's just gonna be deep inside that plush. And I wanna go back for a second and talk about that rainbow sherbet fragrance. So rainbow sherbet is chilled berries, lemon and peach swirled together for the perfect summertime treat. So that picture, look how fun that picture is. We need some of that ice cream, that sherbet.
Sherbet. It's kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, it makes you feel healthier. You know?
Yeah. Oh gosh, hold on. We just got, there we go.
Connected.
So now we are going to move on to our newest Go cards. I love these things. So we thought it'd be so fun to update our Paisley Quote Go card and add a few more fun motivational quotes. So if you have ones from last fall, this would be really fun to interchange the quotes for how you're feeling that day. These quotes say, never give up and you are magical. I love these quotes. Sometimes you just need like a daily reminder that you are awesome. So that's what I use them for, daily
I'm just gonna
aspiration.
start emailing you. Hey, you're awesome, Blakely.
I would say thank you so much. Keep it coming. So I like to hang these in my car or in my closet. They smell so great.
I love the closet idea because you could use our Laundry Fresh soaks with this. Oh my gosh,
Let me
smell
smell.
that. That Laundry Fresh
Smells
is
so
fabric
good.
softener, refreshing notes of mineral spring and soft, clean florals. I gotta give this a spray because who does not love some
Honestly,
laundry?
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, here you go.
Thanks. So that's such a genius idea. Funny story, when I was little, my friend Victoria and I would go to the grocery store with my mom and we would run around like crazy people. Probably all the people hated us in the grocery store, but my mom always knew where to find us. We were in the laundry detergent aisle because we loved to smell the laundry detergent.
That's so strange because Brittany is the same way. Like I found out how much she loved the smell of laundry detergent and I was like, that's weird. And then when you just said that, I was like, there's two of y'all out there.
Yeah.
No, not a thing. I think it's just two of y'all.
Okay.
No, it's definitely a thing because this is such a great fragrance. I really do like it.
It really is so good. So the next set of Go cards, Scream, Spring is here. These are our Garden Time Go cards. How cute would these be in your laundry room or your mud room? Danny, what fragrance would you pair with this?
Well, appropriate. Honeysuckle.
Oh, so appropriate.
This is a charming, sweet honeysuckle.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Fresh pear infused with floral musk. So this has some notes of light green, like earthy notes, but not, it's like more crisp.
Right.
Dewy honeysuckle and fresh pear. I love a pear fragrance. It's so smooth and it has a crispness to it. And it's just the perfect touch to those sweet florals. And then it has notes of jasmine flower. And then the bottom note, the base note, is a floral musk. And what's important about a base note and a bottom note is is that staple, that lift to the fragrance that keeps the longevity of it, of your fragrance just performing like crazy.
It smells so good. So our last new set of Go cards I've kind of put out here. This will have you singing the Little Mermaid soundtrack. I know I was when I was designing these.
She 100% was.
I was like, under the sea.
I would hear her and I was like, is she okay? But you know,
okay.
you got to get in your creative like mind sometimes.
So these are our Under the Sea Go cards. How cute are these? They make me want to get to the beach ASAP.
Yes, and each one of your Go cards have each one of your packs have 4 Go cards in them, and they're individually packed in these amazing bags. These are so durable and resealable, which is so important. And these were intended to allow you to soak your Go cards in soaks, and what it allows is for the paper to be absorbed, giving you the best performance. So, and then always after you've had it out for maybe a week or so, want to give it a little refresh, you can either re-soak it a little bit, get a new Go card, or you could obviously just give it a little spray.
Yeah, that's a great way to refresh it. What I love to do is pre-soak all of my go-karts. I put them in the center console of my car, and then I can just grab them as I need a refresher or want to change up the fragrance. So I think that's a really good idea.
And we have so many fragrances that would go so well with your Under the Sea go-kart pack and just like really bringing them to life. I think the first one I'm going to use is this Himalayan sea salt. It's breezy marine mist of pink sea salt and ocean waves infused with smooth touches of green floral.
That sounds so good.
It's so great. I actually want to, you want to soak one of these go-karts?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here, we already sprayed the fishy, so let's
do the seashell.
The seashell. Okay.
I think
so
that's
how your go-karts are going to come are they're going to come in the bag like this, and you're going to keep the string out of it. That keeps you to have, oh yeah, you got to soak it first.
So we're just going to, you want to hold the bag for me?
Of course.
So then we're just going to soak it.
You can get some more in there.
Maybe let's use this one.
You want to add, you want to blend them?
Yes.
You can blend your soaks. How smart is that? There you go.
There we go. And that way, if you leave it in there, it'll just absorb.
Reseal your bag. You can see there the soaks are in there just soaking up in that go-kart. Let it soak in there. The more you let it soak, obviously the best it's going to smell. Then when you have to pull it out, the string's already out, so you're not having to mess around with having to touch all that soak on the string. Let it drip off a little bit, and then you are good to go.
Look at that. That's perfect. I love that. That's such a great fragrance.
So another great fragrance is our Island Breeze Soaks. This is a light, fresh florals, green apple wrapped in a calming beach breeze. And this is one of our top selling fragrances already for spring. It's amazing.
It's so good. I love how the slight touches of green apple really make this fragrance so bright and fresh.
It would. Okay. So that would be the second go-kart I would soak in that pack. So I think the next one I would do is, I think I want to go more like sweet tropical.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I would have to go with our pina colada. This is tropical notes of island coconut swirled with chilled pineapple, frosted vanilla bean, and fruit-infused rum.
I love that. I'm so ready for the sun and the beach. I'm totally going to put these luggage tags on. Sorry, on Steven's suitcase.
Sorry, we're laughing because the other day I said fruit-infused yum, and I really didn't mean to.
But then we were like,
it is yum.
Yeah, I can't get over it.
But no, that's a great idea to add that to your luggage tag on your suitcase. You would have the best smelling luggage in the airport.
Honeymoon, here I come.
So the final fragrance that I would use is our fresh cucumber melon, and this is fresh cucumber, juicy melon, and it's just crisp. It's absolutely amazing, you guys.
It smells so good, and I don't really like the taste of cucumbers, but anything of the smell of cucumber and melon, so good. It reminds me of eating fresh fruit, laying out on the beach, and maybe having cucumber vodka cocktail all mixed together.
It's all about the balance.
It is all about the balance.
It's a cucumber cocktail, so it's healthy.
It's healthy, exactly.
So this fragrance, you can truly smell this crispness of this ice cold cucumber. I just love it.
So good. Okay, so the next Just Add Soaks category I want to talk about is our wall hugs. So a plug-in diffuser was so highly requested that when we launched it last year, it took off. It's so easy to use and great for small spaces like a hallway or a bathroom. So I'm just gonna show y'all how to use it really quickly. So what you do is there is a Pink Zebra logo on the glass, and there's a tail on the paisley, and that's a really good fill line for when you're filling your wall hug. So also on the back, there is an adjustable plug. So no matter which way your plugs are in your house, this will fit. So you're just gonna turn it and keep turning it until it fits the wall. And another great feature of this wall hug is that there is an on and off button, which I think is so cool because when you're gone for the day, you can turn it off, but when you're back home, you can turn it on, and you'll know when it's on because it has a light, and it also makes for a really good night light.
And you know what I love about it being able to go on and off is usually in the market, you never see that once you've plugged in, you know, a plug-in, it's on. So even if you're not home, it's being used and you're not even there to enjoy it. So it really allows you to use your wall hug and be there and to enjoy it. Turn it off when you're not home, turn it on when you're there.
Exactly.
So, one of my favorite blends that I've been using is our Blackberry Rose and Fireside Vanilla Soak. So, I think we should blend this together.
Let's do it.
So your Blackberry Rose is lush sugared blackberries infused with delicate notes of rose and hints of black vanilla. So as you're gonna see, we're using 2 soaks. So when Blakely's filling, she's gonna not fill all the way to the tail because she needs to leave room for the other one. Also, she always takes the glass out when she's filling. It's just, you do not wanna fill it when it's plugged into the wall. But I wanna talk real quick about a rose fragrance. It's such a great note that adds this fresh, crisp floral to any fragrance. And what we did is added blackberries for a little sweet tart berry, and then vanillas, because who doesn't like a vanilla? And it just really gave it a modern twist to your traditional rose fragrance. So this second fragrance that Blakely is blending in there is our Fireside Vanilla. Such a fabulous fragrance. Smoky vanilla combines with notes of bourbon, cedar wood, and patchouli. You gotta give that a smell, Blakely.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I never would have thought about blending those together, but it complements so well.
It does, and Fireside, everyone loves Fireside Vanilla, and this Blackberry Rose is fabulous to mix with it. So definitely try it. It's also available in your sprinkles, so if you love it so much, you can put it in one of your simmer pots and have your wall hug going somewhere else. So you can also bundle and save with our wall hugs. We have the option to buy a wall hug, and then on the website it allows you to drop down and pick any soaks that's available in your catalog. So what a great giftable item for only $26 to give away if you as a housewarming gift to someone with a new house, or just a great way to try out soaks if you've never used them before.
That's such a great idea. So when we first launched our wall hug, it was only available in the basic unit that you saw me blending in. There was such great feedback on the wall hug. We wanted to give you some more options, so we came out with some great decor pieces that are added to the wall hug. So the first wall hug I want to talk about is our succulent wall hug. First, the succulent looks so big and it also looks so real. I think this would look super cute in a kitchen or a reading room that has lots of sunlight.
And indoor plants actually has been such a huge trend more than ever. And I actually read an article that some millennials are big on houseplants. It gives them like this sense of taking care of something without being like having a huge responsibility, because, you know, why do that to us? We have so much more stuff to be doing. But I still managed to kill all my plants. So this succulent wall hug is perfect because I can still have that indoor kind of plant vibes that I want without truly having to take care of anything.
I feel you. I also kill my plants, so we are one and the same, my friend. So the next wall hug I want to talk about is our lemon wall hug. The bright colors paired with such a great fragrance will make your kitchen a standout. So, last but not least, our OMG wall hug.
OMG.
This is such a fun pop art vibe. I think this would look so cute in an office or a fun bright room in your house. I mention office only because when I see this wall hug, I just literally think of my mom, and I know she would have this in her office.
Is she just so sassy?
She is the sassiest person you will ever meet. And then she would also have the Kiss Kiss simmer pot in there as well. And I just see this and I'm like, this is Robin.
I want to, talk about that Kiss Kiss simmer pot really quick. That's actually a simmer pot, which is crazy because you would not even know. It just looks so adorable. And that video almost does not do it justice to how bright and vibrant those lips really are.
It truly is so red.
And I love how those pair together. You're so right.
Yeah, so cute.
So I would put that with our mango passion fruit burst soaks. It just gives me that fun pop vibe, you know? So it's sparkling seltzer, burst of mango, mandarin, and passion fruit. I
personally love all of those fruits, so I think that might be one of my favorites.
And you like seltzers.
And I like seltzer, so that may be one of my favorites. We also have really great 3 returning wall hugs. There are Grateful Wall Hug, the Beautiful Angel Wings Wall Hug, and the Wine Knot. So our next Just Add Soaks item is our Natural Reeds. This category is so fun and bright. We wanted to add some new shapes and some more color to the line, and I think y'all are going to love it.
Of course. course, reeds are probably one of my favorite Just Add Soaks accessories that we have. They're just so easy to decorate with, put anywhere in your home, and you're fragrancing.
Yes, so I think a good reed for that is our light natural reed.
Have it everywhere.
Right? It's such a perfect piece for any part of the house because of the simple design and the neutral color on the wood collar. It's just, honestly, it's perfect.
It is, and this reed, actually, I want to bring out a bottle of soaks. So this is how your reed is going to come. So it will have this glass bottom piece and this plastic top, and this plastic top is actually a soaks bottle. And what's so great about that is when you get your bottle of soaks, all I do is I unscrew whatever cap I have on there. I just stick my dry reeds into my whole bottle of soaks. I grab the bottom glass part. Notice I have not gotten soaks on my hand whatsoever. In the market, you typically are seeing the ones where you have to touch all over them. You get all over your hands. It's such a mess. Watch this.
That is
easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's amazing. No, seriously,
it really
so
is.
Great. And you just turn it back over. And there's people who just do this a couple of times. Open it. You can let it just soak.
Yeah.
With our soaks.
I see what you did there.
We were so smart. And then unscrew it. Give this guy a little shake. You are ready to go. And what I do is I actually keep this underneath a cabinet, so when I'm ready to refresh, I don't have to touch anything. Just get all my soaks to the side. Get my reeds in there. Oop.
We missed one.
I did miss one.
That's okay. There you go.
Screw it back on. And I can spin it back over to get that refresh.
It's so genius. I literally have never seen anything like this, and I'm obsessed with it, truly. So I have reeds in about every bathroom in the house. The reed stick have these porous holes that absorbs the soak, fragrance, and release aromas into the air. Yep. And there's also like different surface areas can bring out more fragrance.
Yeah, and we'll go over, we have bigger items that will do the surface area, but like she was saying, they have these little, you're obviously not gonna be able to see this on the camera, but if you have your reeds, check it out. There's little tiny holes in there. Imagine this almost like a straw. Because the holes go all the way through this reed and just absorbing it all the way up and just releasing it in the air. So as she was saying, the surface area being bigger, of course you're gonna have a bigger fragrance throw, and we definitely have reeds for that.
Yes, we do.
And you know what would be so great? You're mentioning that you use your reeds in your bathroom, and so do I, is pairing it with our morning mint fragrance. How perfect for your bathroom. This is dewy, fresh morning air, swirling notes of crisp mint leaves. So morning mint is our first ever seasonal spotlight fragrance. It's our farm to fragrance concept, supporting the goal to change lives one fragrance at a time. And morning mint includes essential oils from a family-owned farm in Idaho. We took a visit to Western Farms and we learned firsthand how the mint was grown. We saw it. It was just absolutely gorgeous. How it was harvested, distilled, create into a fragrance oil that then we put into your morning mint fragrance. It's absolutely amazing. So I want to take a look at our visit to Western Farms.
Pink Zebra wants you to be confident and proud of the home fragrance products that you use. Being transparent about the quality and origin of our ingredients is the motivation behind our newest concept, Farm to Fragrance. By partnering with local farms to source our fragrance oil, Pink Zebra is supporting local communities. This season, we partnered with Western Farms in Caldwell, Idaho, owned and operated by Joe Whites and his family. Has your family always been in mint, or did they do other farming before they started mint?
My grandfather came here about 80 to 90 years ago, and he was in the produce business in Los Angeles. And so he kind of fell in love with the area and then sold his produce business in Los Angeles and moved up here and started farming. And they actually grew lettuce here back in those days also. And then, when I started farming, we were still growing potatoes, more for processors, the Simplots and Ore-Ida. And then about 20 years ago, we potato industry was kind of going in a different direction. It was going more towards bigger growers and bigger areas. You had to be a really big grower. All the equipment's big, the land was big. It was just was an economy of scale in the potato business. In this area here, we have a lot of small fields, and we just didn't have the economy of scale to really compete in the potato business. But in the mint business, it's easier to have a 20-acre field here and a 15-acre field there. It's a different irrigation, and so it just worked for us better that way.
How many people does Western Farms employ when you're doing your mint harvesting?
We have about 12 full-time workers, and then we'll hire 2 or 3 more for harvest. We try to keep the same workers for a long time. We've had workers for 20, 30 years that have worked for us. And,
so you're pretty close with them and their families?
Yeah, very close, and they're just, we don't like the turnover. We like the guys that really know what they're doing. They're very well trained. Like today, you know, we've been with you guys, and the mint harvest is going, and everybody knows their job. Everybody, there's no, it's very smooth, and everybody just, you know, does a great job and
knows what they're doing.
Who knows what they're doing, that's right. And being a progressive farm, we have 2 lady truck drivers, and
very cool.
They do a great job. Their husbands both work for the farm, and so they're able to make some extra money. And
so it's like you're employing full families.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's kind of like what's similar with Western Farms and Pink Zebra, because I mean, you have your daughter, like Olivia, who is here with you too, working sometimes. Was it your brother?
Yeah, my brother
that
was running,
so
managing
it's very
still.
family oriented.
Right.
And, a lot of those values are shared.
Yeah.
Learning about the origin and process of our essential oils helps and inspires us to develop new fragrances all the time. During our visit, Joe walked us through the process.
So the mint is cut and dries in the field for 2 or 3 days, depending on the weather.
And you were explaining with the mint that when it's harvested earlier, the mint is sweeter.
Yeah, or it's not as harsh. It's just it's sweeter. And then the old, more mature mint is more, is stronger, has more of a bite to it. In the field, it's chopped into the mint tubs. The tubs are taken to the distillery, and they are hooked up to a steam line. There's steam pipes in the bottom of each tub, so that the steam comes up through the trailer, the tub, and goes into the distillery. The steam is condensed back to a liquid, and then it goes through the separating cans, and the oil is separated from the water.
And then put into those drums.
And put into the 55-gallon drums.
And to have small, you know, or just have companies like Pink Zebra come, meet each other face to face, really we were walking through your fields, really seeing where it's coming from and making that relationship.
Yeah, then that's right. Then when you call, I know who you are, and they say, oh, we want, you know, a certain amount of oil, or we're looking for, you know, some sweeter oil or some less mature oil. You know, you just know who you're dealing with.
You can come in, smell your different samples, and make it kind of unique to what you're looking for.
Exactly what you. So every you know, as we harvest, all the drums all have a serial number, and you take the sample and you say, you could sample 50 drums and say, I want this drum.
Could you tell me a little bit about Caldwell, which is kind of where Western Farms is located, and how maybe you guys interact with the community a little bit?
Yeah, our farm is definitely, we support the community and the schools, and all the parts we have to buy, all the companies that work on trucks, and so yeah, it just seems like we spend about as much as we make on just keeping everything going. So
right, but putting it back into your community.
That's right, for sure. Yeah,
everything come from here.
Yeah.
Walking through the mint fields was amazing. Seeing and smelling the acres of fresh green mint helped inspire one of our newest fragrances, Morning Mint. Knowing exactly where the essential oil came from and how it was processed helped us design the perfect mint fragrance.
So what does it mean to you when you get to see the end product and know that it came from your mint harvest?
Well, I think that's the real rewarding thing about the mint industry. It's not just a commodity. You're not just growing and taking the truck in and dumping it off.
Right.
And we're growing a really nice product, and then you take it from there and make something out of it.
Yeah. And with Pink Zebra, I think that trickles down to consultants, because we have people selling our product too. Yeah. You're changing their lives just as much. because they can support their families
Right.
and they're supporting their communities by going to farmers markets and selling this product and stuff. So.
But yeah, and I'd just like to say that it's so great that we really appreciate Pink Zebra taking the time to come out to
No, we
see
appreciate you
us.
guys.
and-
Everything you guys are doing here is amazing, and we're super excited to be partnering with you guys and using your mint oil. Can't wait to send you some sprinkles.
Great, yeah.
For you guys to
No,
burn.
that's
But really,
great.
thank
That's
you
great.
so much.
Thank you.
It is such an amazing feeling just to know that our morning mint fragrance is supporting communities and families just like yours. So Pink Zebra, using Western Farms oil, is employing people from their local communities and making it available for them to give back to their communities. So it's just absolutely amazing. I love it.
It really is. So your morning mint fragrance is much more subtle than our peppermint fragrance, and it adds a perfect little bright freshness and in any fragrance that it's blended with.
It really does.
So this new reed is so bright and fun. It's our lemon base with curly reeds. This looks so real. The details are incredible. You can see the tiny grooves that would be on an actual lemon. I would put this reed probably in the same area that my lemon wall hugs in.
Yeah, and look how adorable that little set was that you just saw on the screen. Just like screams so springy,
Yeah.
summer, just so bright and
Fun.
cheery. And any of our citrus fragrances would be perfect paired with your lemon reeds. So I'm imagining Peruvian lime, which is a new fragrance, and our orange mango Mai Tai soaks blended together in this
Yes.
lemon reed. So I want to smell this Peruvian lime. It's this, smell
Oh my
this,
gosh.
effervescent lime juice with splashes of sugared mandarin and golden citrus. So good,
So
you
good.
guys. Then I have our orange mango Mai Tai returning, always a favorite. Look how fun and bright that picture is. This is great. This is notes of orange zest, mango, pineapple, and a hint of lemon and a bit of white rum. Smells so yum.
Oh my gosh, so good. So you could even add a little bit of morning mint to that too.
Always.
I think that would be like,
I'm
really
so
nice.
proud of you. You blended 3 soaks
Oh,
together.
I'm learning. So next we have our multicolored base with reeds. I love the muted pastel colors. It feels so fun and spring-like. This is a great piece to put in a neutral room to add a little bit of color. And how cute does it look with that flamingo warming shade?
It does, and I just love the shape of this. We've never had a shaped reed like that. It's so fun.
So cute. So the next reed I'm going to talk about is one of our favorites. This is the beige textured vase with reeds. It's so cute and would look good in any space, and I really love the thicker reeds.
This is an example of how we were showing you. We can grab this one.
Yeah.
You can see the difference of the size of this reed. So what that allows is there's bigger holes on the inside of this. So you're getting, maybe you have less reeds, but realistically you have a huge surface area for each reed. So it's fabulous throw. So I just love this modern yet so traditional clean look of this reed diffuser. It would just be so perfect in a smaller space. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just such a petite size, it doesn't get in your way. And I would totally fill this with our new coconut frappe fragrance and put it on my desk for like a little tropical pick-me-up during the day.
Oh my gosh.
This coconut frappe fragrance is frozen mocha coffee with toasted coconut piled with sweet whipped cream.
Oh my gosh,
so
that sounds
yum.
so good. So don't be surprised if you see me just like popping into your office every now
Oh
and
my God.
again.
I think I'm gonna get you one.
No, I want to come visit you and also smell this. So moving on to our final new reed for this catalog, and that is our blue diamond vase with floral reeds. The flower reeds are so cute and add just such a fun detail to this piece. The deep blue in the vase would look good in any room.
Absolutely.
I know our living room is like more neutral, but we have some navy pillows and some blue accents, so I would definitely put that in there. And not only could you use the soaks in the vase, but you could also spray it on the flowers. It's like another way to blend.
You're so smart.
Oh, thanks.
And you can't even really see right here, but I want to show, look at this little fun bright pops of yellow on it. It makes
So
it look so
cute.
like real. And I think you are so right. So many people decorate with blues.
Yes.
So it's a great piece to have in your house.
So moving on to the last reed in our category. And this is our returning white ceramic reed vase. It's topped with a thin, subtle gray band, and it would look good anywhere, literally in any room.
It's a good staple to have. I have one. Actually, I have one of these in my office too, but.
I noticed.
I noticed.
So the last category in our Just Add Soaks collection is our woolies. So they are coming soon. They're not here yet, but they will be. And this is Pete the puppy and Carol the cat.
How adorable are they?
They're so cute. And I love woolies because you can put them in any small space, but soak it with your favorite fragrance, and it's a really good conversation piece.
It is. And this is a great way to show how the bigger surface area, so all this wool and this wood is soakable. So if you see right here, I'm going to soak our Carol the cat. So both sides of her can be soaked. So that's a huge surface area to have fragrance to be soaked. So this one's not open. Do you have one over there?
Oh, yes, I do.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Wait, hold on. It's taking a moment.
There you go.
There we go.
Perfect. You can soak this all over. And
perfect.
How great is that?
It's so cute. I love Carol. Now that we have gone over our Just Add Soaks and how to use them, we got to show you all the adorable new items, I want to touch on our Super Clean line if anyone new is watching. So, what is Super Clean? We have three Super Clean products, and we have the antibacterial soap, hand sanitizer, disinfectant spray, and all of our Super Clean products kill 99.9% of the germs while keeping your hands feeling soft and moisturized because of the pH balance formulation.
Yes, and we have so many Super Clean fragrances. So as you saw on that list, if we can go back really fast, those were all the amazing formats that Blakely just reviewed. And all of these fragrances that you see below, it have a little heart next to it. Those are your new fragrances. You can see Morning Mints down there with our adorable seasonal spotlight icon. And all of these are also not only available in all of these formats, available in your soaks, some of them, and all of them are available in your sprinkles. So if you have your catalog out, I want to flip to page 13. That's where you're going to find all, I have my catalog out too, guys. Page 13, and you will be able to follow along with us, make little notes on what your favorite must-haves while we review. So our first fragrance that we have is our Apple Farm. This is a blend of red, green, and golden yellow apples, crunchy and sweet with a fresh, firm, juicy flesh. So you see on the screen all those 4 numbers. Those are the 4 formats of your Super Clean. Those are super easy to find in your PZTV Day 2. We have everything that we're talking about in there. Is easy to click, add to cart. Yep. So you can see there the 4 formats.
I love Apple Farm. It was actually one of the first fragrances I've ever smelled when I started working at Pink Zebra, and I fell in love with it. So I will have it in every single product now. I think this would be perfect like soap for my kitchen. That's what I would use it for. And our antibacterial soap is pH balanced blend of mild soap and essential oils. It leaves your hands so soft and so clean.
And another great fragrance that would be for your kitchen is our sugared grapefruit. This is such a striking bright fruit, tangy and sweet, topped with berries and sugar. And just look at that picture. I just love how vibrant it is. And I don't usually love a grapefruit fragrance. Right. It kind of reminds me of when my mom forced me to eat them. But this sugared grapefruit fragrance completely changed me. It's truly the perfect amount of tangy grapefruit, but with the sweet berries, sugar. I just love it.
It smells so good. So there's so many great fragrances. I literally want them all. So you know what else I love to keep on hand with me everywhere I go? Our hand sanitizer. I love our hand sanitizer because it truly makes my hands feel so soft and smell so good. It's very hard to find a hand sanitizer that makes my hands smell so good and doesn't dry them out. But this actually makes my hands softer than they were before. It's amazing.
You made me want to use it. You want some?
Yeah, I do actually. My hands are feeling a little dry. So soft.
So sanitizers is a must these days. And you're so right. There's nothing worse than feeling like your hands are dry. So my sister's actually getting married next month, and actually so is Blakely a week after her. So we're just in wedding mode.
Yes, we
But
are.
of course, there's just tons of bridal parties going on, get-togethers. So we always bring a super clean hand sanitizer to the host house, as it's just a small thank you, especially with everyone being around each other, just everyone feeling like they're safe and clean.
Yeah.
But like you know, there's 15 fabulous fragrances to pick in your super clean line. But when I'm giving this away to a family member when they're hosting a party, I always give them either freshwater or everyday pine. They're really just good fragrances that everyone kind of likes, those kind of notes when I don't know what they like. So the first one I would give is the fresh water. It's a refreshing breeze of misted rain jointed with jasmine petals, rose water, moss, and sweet musk. Just a very clean, nice smelling
It does
fragrance.
smell so good.
The second fragrance is our Everyday Pine. This is notes of fresh pine mixed with the little eucalyptus. I think this is such a fun fragrance.
So fun.
Pine is one of those fragrances that most people love. So like, why not enjoy it all year long?
Yeah.
So what we did is added this little bit of eucalyptus to it, and it's just made it very fresh and able to use outside of just the holiday season.
Yeah, I'm using it all year round. I love pine. So this is also such a great product because it comes in 2 different sizes. So there's the 8.5 ounce, which is a great way to keep I keep it in my entry home for when people come in, they can use a little hand sanitizer, or in your kitchen. We also have a 4-pack of 2-ounce hand sanitizer, which is great for on the go. I personally love having the small one for when I go shopping or go to the grocery store. I always also use these as like an extra gift for friends and family's birthdays.
I used the 4-pack to give as gifts at my sister's bachelorette party. And so I just split them all apart, gave them all to them, and the girls loved them.
Oh my gosh, that's so smart. Why didn't I think of that? Cool.
You just had yours.
Yeah, I know, and I should have brought some. I wish I would have thought about that.
So I used a variety of fragrances, but the girls' favorite was Relax Lavender Vanilla because it's just a really great fragrance. It has notes of vanilla and jasmine.
So speaking of 2-ounce hand sanitizers, I have a surprise for y'all. Y'all are hearing it first. This isn't in the catalog and it wasn't advertised. We decided to launch the 2-ounce hand sanitizer holders. Now you can easily bring...
Yay! We're so
Yay!
excited!
You can easily bring your 2-ounce hand sanitizers on the go. So we have pink and black, and it's so easy to clip on the purse or your backpack. And just to note, hand sanitizer is not included, but it's $2. Like, it's amazing.
For just the holder. So so here's your pink and your black one, and I love both of them.
Yeah.
I love the pink one. If you were in Sempler last year, this was an exclusive product in Sempler. And what Sempler is your monthly subscription program that gives you exclusive products, fragrance never before seen. You may just be the first one ever to get a product basically tested to see if we, how it does, do we like it? And this one did absolutely fabulous. So I always have mine on my purse. If you were in Sempler and already have this, how many of y'all just always have this thing hooked on your purse?
I know, I have mine always on my purse.
Look how adorable. And you can see in that picture those little balls. If we go back to the picture, they may be easier. The little balls allow you to tighten this, so whatever you're attaching it to, if you're putting it out maybe on a keychain and you need it to be a little bit higher up, you can adjust it. So
yeah.
And now we have it in black for the dudes. Or Brittany would actually like the black better,
she would like
too,
black.
She likes the more basic, like not so vibrant colors sometimes.
Yeah, and I would have pink. So I love all of our Super Clean products, but there's one more that is so good, I must talk about it. It's our disinfectant spray. It's a fragrance disinfectant spray that you can use, honestly, just about anywhere. So let's watch a video. So I always keep my disinfectant spray when I'm in my car. Yes. So when I get gas, I actually spray the pump before using it. And then after I finish, I use our mini hand sanitizer just to keep like extra clean.
Yes, and this disinfectant spray, like you said, is an absolute must. I shamelessly use our disinfectant spray fragrance clean and spray it at the gym. And this clean fragrance is clean cotton touched with this light, airy notes of bergamot and powdery musk.
Wow, I would have never thought about that, but you're so right.
Yeah, you know how like you go to the gym and you're required to spray down the machines, and I was just so tired of feeling like I was spending more time walking around the gym, trying to find these spray things, and they're usually all watered down. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring my own super clean disinfectant spray, and I felt a little strange, but you know what? I didn't care, and I did it anyways. And people started coming up to me, and they were like, "What is that stuff? Like, where did you find that?" I'm trying to look for the disinfectant spray. I'm like, "Oh, this is super clean," and they were like, "It smells so good. Can we use it?" I was like, "Of course! I gotta share my pink zebra." So it's so great.
It really is. That is so smart. I'm gonna start doing that. Well, guys, I think that's it for our Just Add Soaks PZTV. I hope everyone enjoyed and learned something new today. Don't forget to tune in next Friday for our next PZTV to show some fun tips and tricks to decorating with our accent shades and simmering lights.
Bye, guys. Your vampire clip.
Yeah, I don't know.
It didn't like my shirt.
I don't know why.
Oh. There were so many funny random things that happened.
Tom, I was laughing so hard because I was about to announce the hand sanitizer, and then Kelly put it up on the screen right before.
And then they went back,